Okay, as a chiropractor, I see people all the time who need to be moving better. And in addition to their chiropractic care with me, I'm always suggesting different ways they can move their body better. So sure, movement patterns, exercise habits, and yes, stretching is important for your body. And I always joke with people, look, I know stretching isn't sexy. When you work out in your cardiovascular system, when you lift weights, you can kind of see the difference, right? And depending on your personality and your body type, a lot of people feel invigorated. They love those kind of movements in the sports. However, stretching is kind of like, they're not so excited to do it. However, when you actively, consistently build stretching into your life, you are going to feel the difference. And I want to remind you that when you are stretching, you are increasing your flexibility, right? So all the muscles in your body need to be moving through their full range of motion. And what that means is that the muscles take two bones and they move them together. They move them separately, they move them all over the place. So if the muscles are too tight, if they're too rigid and contracting all the time, they don't have that ability, that elastic ability to move with you throughout your day. Which means you're going to be more limited in your daily activities. You're going to be more limited in your sports performance, and you're going to have less functional abilities, whether you like it or not. You're also going to be more susceptible to injuries, because when your muscles and your mobility are fluid and easy to move, and you have elasticity and you have lightness in your body, then everything works a little bit better. So I want to remind you today that stretching doesn't have to be complicated. Okay, what I want to take you through today is a really simple reminder about how to add stretching into your life. And yes, I would love it if you dedicated some time every day to stretch. If you added it before and after your workouts, absolutely. If you took yoga classes and went to specific professionals maybe to help you get more loose and limber. But if you can't do any of those things, and even if you can, you are always going to benefit from just adding a little bit of stretching into your day-to-day activities. If you're trying to, think about exercise and you're thinking, how am I going to fit one more thing into my day? Then this video is for you. What I want you to consider are, where are there times in your day where you are already just doing something? So if you love to watch movies, if you love to watch documentaries, television shows, whatever, if you're sitting on the couch, guess what? That's a prime time for you to start doing some neck rotation, some neck movements that you're going to see in some of these other videos that we have in this series. If you are cooking dinner and you're waiting for something to boil on the stove or simmer, guess what? You got a few minutes there to kind of move your body and do a few stretches. Brushing your teeth, waiting, I've stretched at airports, train stations, grocery stores. There's always these micro moments in a day where who cares what anyone else is doing? What's more important is, what do you need for your body? There's tons of time if you just actually harness it and look at it a little bit differently. And when people are trying to add stretching into their life, typically they think, oh, I've got to do more. I've got to find more time to do this. When it can be as simple as adding the stretching in to something that you are already doing, okay? Brushing your teeth in the morning, it's a great time to do some leg stretches. It's a great time to shrug your shoulders. It's a great time to get your body moving. And there's lots of these other opportunities throughout your day if you just get creative and think about them. So number one thing I want you to take from this video today is do some micro movements, some kind of stretches whenever you can. Remember that flexibility, the more you have of it in your body, is always going to support you in injury prevention, in recovery for something that you are stressing with in your joints. It's going to help you be more functional in your day-to-day abilities as well as your athletic performance. And you don't have to make it complicated, right? You can certainly add stretching into, before and after of your sports performance, to your workout routines. But, if you're not able to do that, just think of these times throughout your day, getting up from your desk, taking a break, playing with your kids, like wherever it is in your day, just add a little bit of movement and stretches and some of the things you may see in these other quick videos we have in this series. And I guarantee if you start doing them, you're going to feel better. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to check out the other videos that we've linked here for you below. And before you know it, if you start adding some of these mobility movements and these stretching exercises into your life, you are going to notice the difference.